Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So are you looking for a low profile keyboard? One that's not full on mechanical, one that's not so low that it feels odd to type on. You know what I mean? Like the Apple Magic Keyboard, that thing is low. Then you got some really big, thick mechanical keyboards. Now, I really like mechanical keyboards. I don't own one. I own some low profile mechanical keyboards, and specifically those made by Logitech, the MX mechanical keyboards, two mini and one regular full size keyboard. Now, those are the only ones that I have. Those are the only ones that I can tell you about today. There are other really good brands out there like Lofree, Newfie, iQnix. I can't think of the name. I'll put it in the description or you'll see it somewhere here on the screen once I remember it. There's a lot of really good low profile keyboards out there for mechanical, low profile mechanical keyboards. But let's say you've picked and you're like, you know what, I really like the Logitech ones. I have the Logitech MX Master mouse. You want something that's going to go good with it. You like the Logi Plus software and everything you can do with that. So you want to stay in the Logitech ecosystem. That's where I find myself. I have considered going to a different brand keyboard, but I really enjoy the Logitech ecosystem. So with that being said, you determine I want the Logitech MX mechanical keyboard. Okay, first question, which size do you want? Because you got this gigantic monster of a keyboard here, or this little delightful unicorn here. All right, and this is the one that I use the most. I have tried using the full-on keyboard, but every time I do, my hand is all the way over here and it feels like my mouse is a mile away. I know it's not, but it feels like it's a mile away. And then on top of that, it's not centered. So like I'm over here typing because I don't want my arms to go across like this, so I got to be here. I've got all this over here, and then even further away is my mouse. I'm not a huge fan of that. So those are a couple things to consider. One, you're not going to have the number pad with this. You do get a lot of customization. There's buttons on here that you can customize. Same thing with the larger one. And you just have more dedicated buttons. So obviously you get the number pad and everything like that, which is, it's awesome. If you do a lot of spreadsheet work, I get it. You kind of need this, okay? But if you're not doing a ton of spreadsheet work, I'd go for the mini one. And then you got more dedicated buttons here, and these are also customizable. But let's say you determine whichever one, you want to go with the mini or the full size. Well, what about the switches? There's 3 different switches. There's the tactile brown, which if you go for the Mac versions of these keyboards, that's the only switch that you can get for those keyboards is the tactile brown. You also have the linear red, and then you have the clicky blue. So let's take a look at each of those switches. Let's take a look at how they sound, and maybe that'll help you choose which one is right for you. So let's check out the keyboards and do a sound test. All right, so first we're going to start off with the full-sized keyboard that has the linear red switches. So this is what it sounds like. So again, that is the linear red switches. Let's check out the tactile brown switches. All right, so here we have the tactile brown switches. on this one. Now again, if you get the one that's for Mac, this is the only one that comes standard. Now I believe they are, at least the caps are hot swappable, but the space bar prevents you from doing that because it's not the typical size. So you'd literally be able to replace every single one of these but the space bar, which is kind of silly. But all right, so this is the tactile quiet brown switches. All right, that's not a bad one. I'm not opposed to that. But I like something that's got a little bit more click. So let's check out the clicky blue ones. So here we have the clicky blue ones. And you can see here the blue switch. All right, and let's just do a little sound test on this guy. And that is the clicky blue switches. All right, so something really cool here with the backlighting that I want to show you. So you see how the backlighting is off? It's hard to see. Well, it's got a sensor that detects your fingers or your hands. And so it'll light up once your hands get close. And then when you take your hands away, it will eventually shut the lights off, which is a really, really cool power saving function. So here are the different backlighting options. So you got to click the function button and this button up here. So there's contrast. So you can see these are brighter here and then these are a little bit lighter down here. There's breathing. So you can see how it's kind of pulsating, breathing in and out. There's waves, which it'll wave going across the keyboard. There's reaction, so if you do something like that. Random, so just random ones will come on. And then static, which is the one that I basically use. So these are all the backlighting options for the keyboard and what each one looks like, and the sensor that detects when your hands are going to be close and you're ready to start typing. All right, so those are the three different types of switches you can get with the Logitech MX Mechanical keyboards. Now, there are some important things to notice. Is you have the feet, which are really nice. I personally use the feet, but if you don't want to, you can just set it flat, and it does give you a little bit of an incline, but I found that I really need a little bit more of an incline, so I use the feet. And these feet are good. I mean, it's the same quality, same everything in all three of the different keyboards, so there's no real difference there. You have a USB-C port on each one. Now, the important thing to notice with this USB-C port is you can only charge with the USB-C port. So if you run a cable from here to your computer or whatever, it's only going to charge it. It's not going to read it as a keyboard. So there's no physical connection with this. It's only through the 2.4 gigahertz dongle or via Bluetooth. Now, with all of them, you can, where is it at? You can connect up to 3 different devices via Bluetooth. And these keyboards, they work with Mac, Windows, Android, iOS, iPad OS. Linux, Chrome OS. So multiple OSs will work with these keyboards. Something else to take note is that the top part, you can see here, this kind of shiny part, that is an aluminum top, but that's the only aluminum. After that, it's this plastic. But it does have an aluminum top, and it does look pretty cool. I think it's mostly there for aesthetic purposes. I mean, this doesn't feel like a super high-end keyboard, but it doesn't feel like some piece of junk that you're going to get at just some random store. You know, it's good quality. Is this the best keyboard ever? No. But like I said, if you've decided to go with the Logitech ecosystem, well, these are your options for low-profile mechanical. They do have gaming keyboards, but those really only work with Windows and I think Mac to an extent, but I'm not 100% sure. And then with all of them, you do have your function row up here, shortcuts and things like that, which are really nice. I think it's a really nice keyboard, and you can find these on sale on Amazon. Links will be down in the description below. They are Amazon affiliate links. They're not going to cost you any more, but they do help support the channel if you do decide to purchase one of these through the Amazon link. So those are your options with the Logitech MX Mechanical keyboards. Either way, you're going to get a good, high-functioning keyboard that will keep you productive. Is it going to be great for gaming? No. Is it going to be the best keyboard you've ever had? Maybe, maybe not. But they're good, high-quality keyboards, and I certainly do recommend them. So hopefully you like this video. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. It really will help support this channel. And smash that bell so you get notified when I put out new videos. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.